Hey everyone, excited to dive into the world of communications, collaborations, and customer experience today with Mitel, an innovator in the field. Luiz, how are you?
I'm doing good, Evan.
Well, thanks for being here. We've known each other in various capacities for quite some time. I won't say exactly how long,
Oh, yeah.
but for the audience here, maybe share a bit about your background and role at Mitel.
Absolutely. And first of all, thanks for having me here. Great to participate in your podcast. So I am the CTO and also heading R&D for large enterprise and contact centers for Mitel. And I am with Mitel since acquisition of Unify, which happened about a year ago. But my background goes a little back, a little really far out, over 25 years in the enterprise communication business. Started with Siemens, which is my
Mm.
original heritage as a software developer. And following the industry evolution since then. And prior to Mitel, I was the CTO of Unify for about 7 years.
Well, it's quite a fascinating journey. And you've seen the many different waves of innovation that's hit our industry over the couple of decades at least. And there's a lot happening at Mitel, a lot of new innovation. Maybe share some that you're particularly proud of, you'd like to highlight here.
Yeah, absolutely. And at Mitel, we have always been working with the blend of innovations, correct? So addressing practical innovations for the day-to-day of our portfolio, but also bringing disruptive innovation in addition to that. We're always aligning innovation to the business priorities, not just innovation for the sake of technology, but really focused on certain market demands and needs. So first, we are addressing our UC and contact center experiences and trying to continue to evolve them, dealing with the impacts of what expectations from our customers and AI influences to that, addressing flexible hybrid cloud solutions, providing hybrid cloud and unparalleled deployment flexibility, which makes our solutions more efficient, and also show that we are moving from traditional premise solutions into the cloud, which is now part of our hybrid proposition, and also giving our channel partners and customers opportunities. And last but not least, also targeting vertical integrations. We're not just doing horizontal play, we are a vertical provider of solutions for our customers, addressing several industries out there, and we have applications in those fronts. Just to give you a few examples, what we've been doing across our portfolio of innovation. So we've been working with our UC solutions, making them fully capable of supporting any hypervisors for deployments with any hyperscalers. Basically, today, the top four hyperscalers, we can deploy our UC solution. And that's a synonym for the opportunities we give our customers as far as choice and flexibility for deployment. In the vertical front, just a final remark, we have a few solutions. We have our product for trading and command and control. We call it Expert. We have a solution for virtual care collaboration. It's an e-consultation application that we are using in some industries. And we have today a unique focus for VCCS on healthcare. And we have been deploying that with hospitals and clinics, not only for e-consultation, but also for remote patient care, elderly care, etc. So, and beyond that, we partner, and we have several technology partners. A few of them are really creating unique solutions like ASC, Poly AI, and Talkative.
Wow, so much there to unpack, and we'll get into a lot of that. Maybe a little look backwards first for those who may not be aware. Mitel goes back as an innovator some 50 plus years. Yet recently had a big birthday bash. So you have a balancing act between, very long, loyal customers, very big installed base, and, new customers and new innovations as well. How do you think about that balancing act between, supporting those thriving customers as well as driving new tech and applications in the space?
There's always a tug of war, correct? And when we invest and how we decide investments in technology, we have 80 million plus users consuming our products globally. So it's really a divide and conquer. We want to ensure that we provide incremental innovation to keep our UC solutions modern, evolving, delivering business continuity, So, and in addition, while we have these technology innovations coming and being very exciting and attention grabbing, many times the less attention grabbing changes really improves the business of the customers, give them the necessary productivity and performance they need, and they're truly innovative. So certainly there's an element of incremental innovation across our existing portfolio, and we have to support them for long term. But also an element of disruption that we see everywhere with AI presence, with vertical demands, etc., and augmentations we need to bring to our portfolio. And that's where we put a lot of focus as well to identify the business trends, align with that, ensure that the business of our customers and our business overall is delivering capabilities that really satisfy these demands. So we're constantly evaluating new technologies to define how they deliver capabilities and improve our successes. And we partner with some companies out there, some startups. Some of them I'm very engaged in influencing what they do. And the intention is that with the combination of both incremental innovation, disruptive innovation, we continue to serve our customer base and at the same time pivot that into new opportunities in the marketplace.
Wow, well said. So it's well known in the industry. You have a giant customer base as well as tons of partners, very partner led. How do you think about balancing customer demands and requests and partner feedback in your sort of innovation strategy?
Yes, it's always important to stay and paying attention and listening to them. So many of our partners are working very closely with us. So we have a partner community of over 5,000 partners globally.
Wow.
And so we have our regular events with them. So we just came recently in California in a PAC event, our Partner Advisory Council, where we work with them to understand what's happening in the marketplace, which demands their customer base is having. So that filters over to me on the innovation front, and I try to translate that into roadmaps. We also have a wide Mitel user group, so our customers are interacting with us very actively through what we call the MUG, Mitel user group, and that gives us the opportunity to probe the market, understand what's happening, the multiple trends, aligning with the customer adjacent business opportunities. We also take advantage of these communities for our trials, correct? So we give them early access to our technologies, to our proof of concepts, to our trial products. So, and that's fantastic because that gives me and the company the ability to measure the success opportunities we have and what will become reality later on. So we use those communities, and of course they benefit in general. So it's a very symbiotic partnership, and I think we are certainly striking a chord with them because the feedback is really continuous and positively giving us new opportunities to invest and new business that we sometimes cannot see in the day-to-day.
Oh, it's good to hear. So we last got together at Enterprise Connect earlier this year. It was great to meet, your team, maybe 20 of you at over dinner, and hear about the latest and greatest. Also, you have a real culture of innovation. How does that work given all the acquisitions and the merger and, maintaining that culture of innovation through change?
Yes, and when I joined a year ago, so your first discovery element is correct. So two companies, similar size. How do the cultures align? And I was very positively pleased to see that we have similar culture of excellence in engineering, a DNA of innovation, pioneers in the industry in so many different ways. So it was really a really fresh air for me to see that the companies share the same culture of innovation. And how we foster that innovation, how we drive it forward. We have our Mitel Labs, which is our internal technology incubation labs. So we have very smart people around the globe testing technology, creating proof of concepts, validating them with the business. So I think that gives us good idea what we can do with some new technologies, particularly AI, but not only AI, of course, but in general, the idea is to use Mitel Labs as our front end to address innovations. In addition to that, we have our internal annual Innovation Day. So we celebrate innovation. October 17th is a day across the company that we look at innovation ideas and see what they bring, and people can showcase and exchange innovation ideas across. Out of Innovation Day, we have an internal competition for Shark Tank, following the Shark Tank TV series. And the idea is to promote the best technologies, bring them to a final jury, and the top ones we implement into our products or create new solutions out of it. So certainly there's a culture that really fosters and drives innovation, not only on products, but on services, tools, and process. And we have a patent program. We have today over 2,000 patents at Mitel, registered patents, and we have a patent committee that research ideas, and each employee can submit new proposals for patents. So we have this as a way also to drive innovation across the company.
Wow, so fun, so inspiring. I didn't know that. Fascinating. And of course, the team looks to you for key trends that will shape the future of communications technology. You and your CTO office, what are those? What's top of mind to you and the team these days?
Yes, we have a few trends. We monitor technology trends. So we have technology radars to monitor business impact, when and how these technologies will mature. So, and we found a few key trends that are shaping up our industry, as I mentioned before, with hybrid cloud, AI integration, and vertical solutions. So a few of them, certainly AI. So everybody has to have a clean strategy on that, and we are not unique there, but certainly looking at how AI will modify, will impact experience. When you talk about communications, correct, UC and contact center is a key element of experience, and AI will bring significant changes there, and we are indicating those changes across our customer base and portfolios for them. Addressing multimodal solutions, how we address the various types of users out there. As you can imagine, there was a significant focus on knowledge workers in the last 3-4 years since the pandemic. And I think frontline workers have been a little underserved through this period of time. And when you talk about verticals, you're talking about frontline workers, correct? Hospitals, hotels, manufacturing sites. So all of them have unique demands for UC and collaboration that we can provide not through a horizontal solution, but through verticalization. So a few other trends that I see, mission critical solutions. There's a lot of real-time demand for mission critical, mass notification, command and control, all of these with an element of communication and sharing information across an enterprise. Man-machine communication. So I truly believe the future will have an element of machine integration in the communication path, be it traditional IoT or dedicated IoT, industrial IoT, medical IoT. So I think is an element of communication, not a traditional communication people to people, but people to machine will come. And last but not least, another trend which lost a little steam in the last year since the metaverse was kind of put in the back burner, but certainly virtual reality, augmented reality, I think is making a comeback, and we're watching this technology very closely.
Yeah, absolutely. AI will play a foundational role in a lot of those applications. I know you're a very practical guy, so you're looking at ways to deploy AI in ways that make sense for customers. How early are we, and do you see an opportunity this year for AI?
Absolutely, Evan. And just a remark. So AI is new from a large language models and generative AI. But at Mitel, we've been working with AI since 2018. So we launched in 2019-20. We launched our first virtual agent based on contact center AI technologies. So I think the difference is that with generative AI, so it basically democratized AI, makes it simpler to deploy, correct? And many customers see that you no longer need a bunch of data scientists to do the work, correct? So it's much simpler to deploy. Basically, it simplified the process, and now it increases the deployment. So what we are doing now is what I'm calling the second generation of AI. What are we bringing there? We're bringing the integration of AI, particularly generative AI, across our portfolios. to ensure there is certain functionalities that are born into the products for UC, contact center, and verticals. If we think about transcription and some other bots, these technologies are required to be built into the products. So you have the enablers. That's where we're focusing on UC and contact centers. And for verticals, they are really dedicated applications for each of our verticals. And I think that varies a lot. But what we're doing here is through our professional services, channel partners, and technology partners, strategic technology partners, is creating the specific adaptations and specific training capabilities for the customer knowledge base. That will be really the element that makes unique for each one of our customers. But in principle, creating the enablers, large language models, small language models for deployment on edge solutions, and at the same time, envisioning a framework to do application deployment and how we're going to create that ourselves or with our professional services components.
Wow, so exciting. Well, interesting times. Of course, Mitel has been doubling down on hybrid cloud and the various vertical solutions you mentioned, like healthcare. Some of your competitors have, exited the hybrid cloud market or exited the private cloud space. Well, you've stayed pretty consistent. Maybe talk about that strategy and how you're positioning yourself moving forward.
Yes, I believe that hybrid solutions, hybrid deployments are here to stay. First, large enterprises are complex. So when you talk about enterprise in general, you need to make a distinction between SMBs and large enterprises. For SMB, UCaaS eventually is a good solution. But for large enterprises and in general, UCaaS is not a final destination. UCaaS is a mode of deployment, and among other modes of deployment. And we see that in a complex enterprise, in a complex environment, that we're going to have multiple of them. And you create then a hybrid solution, correct? So you're going to have some capabilities, some workflows of the customer on premise, some in a hosted cloud, separated and dispersed branches around the globe or around the country, and elements in cloud UCaaS. According to some analysts, more than half of the solutions in enterprises are exactly this one. It's not only pure premise or pure cloud. So, and we are here to serve those types of customers because we have the capability to deploy our solutions on premise, on cloud, hosted or public cloud. And we have the ability as well to orchestrate how we handle the integrations across them, correct? So we can create a connector or a direct media connection to any external vendor out there, be it Teams, Zoom, etc. And our services or our partner services now have the opportunity to orchestrate these integrations. And to our ultimate customers, is not a rip and replace strategy. So they have the ability to decide what and when they really move to a cloud orchestration or what they keep on premise. And I think there's no rip and replace. They can migrate at their own pace. They have the flexibility. So that's how we see the future of enterprise communications. Hybrid is here to stay. We have clear evidence that out of this 80 million user base, a vast majority of them will have elements in cloud orchestrated with elements on premise, hosted clouds. And I believe that's where the future will take us. And our solutions are in that direction. So we are creating the necessary connectors, the necessary integrations, the necessary edge appliances like SBCs that all create the ability to manage this as a complex hybrid solution to our customers.
Wow, interesting approach. Can't wait to see it unfold. You also have a lot of customers where privacy, data protection, data security is paramount, state, local, federal governments, hospitals, financial services companies, on and on. How do you think about ensuring security in this, challenging time?
Yeah, security is definitely important, correct? So we hear scary stories every other day. And we actually have security by design across our portfolio. It is part of our engineering process to validate, and perform all sorts of penetration testing, software scanning, which we do frequently on our products, all of them to ensure that we don't have any exposure or any open doors so our products can be explored. So for several years, both Mitel and Unify, we don't have any cases of any hacker or any attacks to our solutions. So I think we, knock on wood, we're very safe. And we continue to do this to ensure that our products, all of them support the latest standards for encryption of data, encryption of media, and address any industry requirements for security, like the recent one, where there is a European DORA for finance, which just got launched. And in addition, on privacy, we are fully compliant to GDPR and across several industries, and also to address what we have across Europe, where we have a large installed base, and all our customers require data privacy. Beyond that, what we've been doing is that sovereignty, the new AI Act in Europe. So we're trying to ensure that we are compliant in all fronts, and that takes effort. But what we try to do is that our processes and engineering all are paying attention and are self-aware of these demands.
Well done. Interesting road ahead. You've had a busy summer. I'm always seeing get-togethers and meetings and events with customers and partners. Can't believe the summer's almost over. What's on your mind for what's next as we head into the busy fall season and beyond? You know, what are you thinking about within the CTO organization on some of the biggest challenges and opportunities as we head into the rest of the year?
Yes, certainly there is opportunities to explore, and I'm trying to expand my reach. And I'm very active now talking to you and other analysts in the market to understand business trends, ensuring that we keep in lockstep with these incredible changes that are ahead of us, and adjusting our technology roadmaps, our innovation roadmaps to fit. But more importantly, we are always listening to customers and partners. So we have some events now in the fall time to continue gathering intelligence, understanding the trends, and also internally validating these with our sales and marketing organization, so everything is really promoted in the right way. I think the challenges we're going to continue to have is really associated with the hybrid deployments of our customers and how we serve to them, how we pivot from there into adjacent business opportunities our customers have around vertical solutions in general. So, and which new needs they have, correct? I can imagine in healthcare today, all this integration with IoMT will be paramount for communication. So we're looking at that and see what that brings to us. And we keep technology radars across several industries and technologies to see what we need to tackle first and what is the priority of our business.
Well done. Well, I can't wait to see what's next, to meet you and the team again. And good luck with the mission. It's fascinating to watch.
Thanks for the time, and thanks for having me. It was always good to talk to you.
Thanks, Luiz. And thanks, everyone, for watching. Be sure to follow Mitel on its various channels. They put out a lot of good educational content and what have you. Take care, everyone. Thanks.